Okay, so we got like 9 days until the FIFA World Cup starts. It'll be less by the time this video is published. And there's media reports from both sides of the border, where fans are not getting the tickets that they purchased, or fans complaining that they paid thousands of dollars for a hotel room, which are now priced at like $300, or Airbnb hosts that have their place listed for like $1,000 a night, and they're not being booked up at all. There's so much to cover when it comes to FIFA, I can't fit all of this in one video. And it looks like Los Angeles might have some issues when it comes to their stadium, and workers. But I'm not going to talk about this in this video. I want to focus more on home as well. Because the fan zone in Vancouver, which is going to be held at the P&E, which was supposed to be a free event, then they had chargeable tickets. Well, these chargeable tickets have not sold very well. I mean, look at all these green dots. Nobody's buying them. So we're going to talk about all of this in this video, and I want to get started right away because there's a lot to talk about. And we'll get started locally in Vancouver, where the fan zone tickets are not selling.
Won't be attending any World Cup matches in Vancouver, but the PNE Fan Festival is supposed to be a way to be part of the action. But it appears many are staying on the sidelines, at least for now. CTV's Martin McMahon reports on what organizers are saying about the lackluster sales just a couple of weeks before the World Cup kicks off.
Hastings Park will be the site of BC's largest fan destination during the tournament, but a quick look at the Ticket Leader website where the premium seats are being sold shows many tickets still available.
Now, I have to think about what this would look like in real life. I mean, I would imagine it'd be like watching a Canucks game when they're down 6-1, and the start of the third period, everyone's already gone. But you have to think 9 days out from when the FIFA World Cup starts. I think it's really showing how Vancouver feels about it.
Depending on the day and the match, you could pay as little as $44 or more than $100 for reserved seating at the new amphitheater. But for the head of the Vancouver Host Committee, there's little concern about sales.
People are starting to make their summer plans. I think kids are still in school, and a number of us, we make our plans as we get closer and closer to the end of the school year. We don't have that concern. And then insofar as the knockouts go, at this stage, we don't know who's going to be in those knockout matches. So people are still also waiting to see what's going to happen as the tournament itself unfolds.
Now, of course, this person has to say that. If they say anything negative, then they failed at their job. But what is the actual reality? There's so many factors why people aren't interested in the FIFA World Cup. I mean, there's the high ticket prices. There's the free fan zones that now you have to pay for. Ridiculous transportation fees, mainly in the United States. Who would want to pay $90 a head for a train ride that is normally $13? Then aside from the cost of actually going, you got the political reasons as well. Like FIFA giving Taco Tuesday a peace prize, FIFA aligning with a fascist government, and FIFA also putting their organization and their sport above the genocide that's happening in Gaza. So there are plenty of reasons why these tickets are not selling. But when it comes to an official or organizer statement, they're always going to be the same. Things will pick up, people are waiting for the brackets, school kids are coming out, the moon will align in a week, and blah blah blah.
That confidence is shared by the tourism minister as well, despite the slow start to sales outside of the final and matches involving Canada.
I can't really comment too much on Vancouver's budget, but I know that the tickets will sell well. According to the patterns of previous World Cups that were hosted in different cities.
Yeah, you can't really compare it to any previous World Cups. Because the previous World Cups didn't have the ticket prices that we're at right now. And it also wasn't associated with a country that is causing chaos around the world and buddying up with Infantino. FIFA superfans have mentioned that in the past they would be able to buy 3 tickets for 3 games for the price of 1 right now. So yeah, this is just my opinion, but any comparison to any previous World Cup, you can throw it out the window.
We asked people if they think it's worth it to watch a game at the fan festival.
I think as the tournament gets through towards the final stages, I would definitely consider going. Good to be part of the hype and the vibe, and not everyone can get into the stadium as well for those key games for sure.
Honestly, $60 to just sit on the big screen, that's not something I'd consider.
If you can't be inside the game, the next best thing would be to be down there and have some fun.
The city would not directly answer what the financial consequences would be if many of these Fan Fest tickets go unsold, but is promising to provide more information at its update on tournament costs tomorrow.
I guess we'll find out in a few more days how many of these fan zone tickets actually do sell. But if you ask me, that was a lot of green dots that we saw. But more importantly, the actual tickets for the games. My guess is that there's going to be underwhelming as well. Because if we use hotel bookings as an indicator, it's not looking very good. And we're about to hear from someone who booked a room for $1,000 a night, finding out now that it's only like 300 something. Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed too.
Hotel groups and Airbnb hosts tell 11 Alive World Cup sales are falling dramatically short of expectations. And we're less than 3 weeks from the first match here in the A. 11 Live's Chase Howell spoke to some general managers of a few hotels in Midtown. Chase, businesses were expecting this flood of reservations from FIFA. That's not happening. How bad is it?
Whew, Cheryl, it's bad. A source at one hotel tells me they projected $600,000 in revenue for the month of June. And get this, according to my source, they only have $13,000 on the books right now.
You know it's bad when the U.S. media is saying it's bad. Let me just replay this part.
How bad is it?
Whew, Cheryl, it's bad. A source.
I mean, that's what I want the media to say. I mean, that's what it is. It's not like this softening stuff or it's a slow start or whatever else. It's bad. So kudos to this guy for actually saying it. But back to what he said. A hotel expecting more than $600,000 in terms of revenue and only having booking revenue of $13,000. That's just under 22% of what they were expecting. Now, not focusing on the numbers and focusing on the people, the projected bookings that everyone thought would happen. It is 100% obvious now that the supply and demand, there is no demand, unfortunately.
But it's not just massive hotel chains affected. Some Airbnb hosts are feeling it too.
It's 1 month away from the matches being played, and my place isn't booked at all.
That's Omo Akintoy. He took to TikTok to talk about his Airbnb still not being booked ahead of the World Cup.
The loss that I'm taking right now is probably an upward in at least $5,000, $6,000. And that's just for June and not to mention July at all.
Akintoy joined me on Zoom from D.C. He says originally he priced his 4-bedroom home that sleeps 12 for $1,100 a night. But now he's marked it down, hoping to attract tourists.
If there's an actual game, we left it around 900. There's not an actual game going on in the day. We brought it down to around 800, somewhere around there.
So you're knocking off $100 if it's not a game day. I think you got to go a little bit lower than that, man. Cut your losses and the hope of cashing in. Just get your money back.
And it's not just Airbnb hosts having to cut their rates. So are some hotels.
It was a little over $800 after taxes and fees. It was virtually $1,000.
$1,050 to be exact. That's how much Danya Elliott says she paid for a one-night stay at the Tess in Buckhead during the World Cup. Keep in mind, this reservation was made in February.
So when I heard that hotels were not getting rooms booked and people were canceling, I went back online again. Same hotel room, same hotel, but it was $300 and something.
Ouch. That sucks. Now, later on in the report, it actually does mention that she gets a refund. I mean, she canceled a reservation and then rebooked at the lower price. But you have to wonder, how many people in the beginning booked at these ridiculous prices and cannot get a refund? But never mind the high prices. Hotels have already started to drastically reduce their rates. The biggest question now, even at the reduced rates, will people bite?
That's close to a $700 difference just 3 months later.
I was like, what the heck? They're ripping me off. That is a ripoff. To come down from $1,000 to $383, that is absurd, all because of one main event.
So when I first talked to you guys, I was mentioning that $600,000 sale at that one hotel.
Right.
Well, get this. So according to my source, he tells me that their nightly rates are cheaper than the rates during the Super Bowl in 2019. And this is in Midtown.
Now, I don't know where Midtown is. I've never been to Atlanta, but I'm assuming it's probably a pretty central, popular area. But the fact that the prices are cheaper than the Super Bowl, and also factoring in inflation as well, I think the writing is on the wall. And this FIFA World Cup in North America, it's just going to be like another summer.
My question is that lady going to get her money back?
So she canceled it. So that's what she was saying.
Yeah.
She saw that it was over $1,000,
okay. So
went back, and then she canceled it.
Some of those places, it'll be
Right.
non-refundable. Sorry, goodbye.
Okay, yeah, but she got her money back, and she was able to book it. But usually it's like a 24-hour window anyways if you don't get your money back. But this was months.
Where's everybody going to stay?
Right. I think a lot of businesses were thinking it's coming, and now we're within 3 weeks, and they're wondering, is it going to come at all?
And that's the thing, though. You've got to remember, the matches, we have part of the matches that we know when those wins are solidified.
Right.
Maybe that's when we'll see the jump off in July.
We'll see. All right.
Because people don't really know.
All right. TBD, as
Amen
they
to that.
say. Chase.
Well, they almost had it right. I mean, the anchor in the orange, or red, was basically saying what I've been saying all along. That the wave of bookings that they were expecting is not coming. But then they had to go down the route of saying, yeah, people are just waiting for what the matches are going to be. I guess it's the last bit of hopium that they have because it's starting within 9 days. But for those who actually did buy tickets, they're now finding out where their seats are. And some people who thought they might have been in the lower bowl are in the top corners. Let's take a look.
For many soccer fans, FIFA tickets are a major investment, sometimes hundreds of dollars for a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But some Houston fans say after paying premium prices, they later learned their seats were at the very top of NRG Stadium.
Yeah, the nosebleeds, as they call them. KPRC2's Nicole Nielsen explains why some buyers say FIFA's ticket category system left them confused about what they were actually paying for.
For many Houston soccer fans, attending a FIFA match is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I really wanted to bring my daughter, have the experience.
But when Mauricio Arcos spent nearly $900 on 2 Category 2 tickets for the June 20th match, he says he expected something else.
Now, when you're spending that much on tickets, you're going to want to know where you're going to be sitting. Not guessing, not leaving it up to FIFA to tell you where you're going to sit. But with all the shady actions going on with the ticket sales, FIFA is now being subpoenaed and investigated for the ticket sales practice. What will this mean for people who bought tickets? I don't know. My guess, nothing.
You don't really know which seats are you buying.
During a 10-minute window to buy, he was given 4 options, Category 1 through 4, 1 being the best. He says he could see the game, the price, the category, but not the exact seats. He chose Category 2, still expecting a great view. But weeks later, he found out he was at the very top in Section 611.
It's a nosebleed section on row R, which is like literally 3 rows below the very top. So then my question was, okay, where are the people sitting on Category 3 or Category 4?
And he's not the only one. According to a crowdsourced survey by the Seat Transparency Project, 74% of Houstonians who got tickets through the lottery system say they ended up at the very corner of the stadium or the very end, arguably some of the worst seats.
So let me ask the viewers watching this right now. Is this a company that you would like to deal with? Basically using bait and switch tactics to try to get the most money out of their consumers. In a sense, I do feel sorry for ticket buyers. They are just wanting to watch a game that they are passionate about. But unfortunately, when you're dealing with an organization that's just as corrupt as the current US government and aligning with them, if football was my passion, I would just be staying away this time.
And that is not fair.
Ticket broker Kayla Ramsey, known as the Ticket Queen, says the category system can be misleading for fans. If you dig, you can find a stadium map showing possible category areas. But she says even she was surprised where Category 2s can end up.
Yikes, he should at least get right there.
Ramsey says FIFA does note that the categories can change by match. She even found the language confirming Category 2 seats can include upper tiers, but says it would be easy to miss the fine print.
When you plan on getting good seats, or you think you're getting Category 2 seats, and you get upper level seats, that is a bummer. And it is a consumer issue where FIFA should work harder and work better on.
We reached out to FIFA asking how categories are assigned and why so many Category 2 seats fall into the upper areas. We didn't hear back. Arcos says he still will attend, but wants others to do their research and understand what they're buying before they drop all that cash. Kayla says the same.
My best advice is probably wait it out a little bit. Maybe later on there's a better section come up for the same price.
Or you could just not go and watch it at a bar instead. You'll save a lot more money and you'll save a lot of headaches as well. So we're now within the critical time when it comes to the start of the FIFA World Cup. And I'm sure we're going to hear a lot more reports north and south of the border on how underwhelming this event's going to be. I've seen hater comments saying that I'm just using my videos to spread misinformation, or that I have a personal vendetta against the FIFA organization. No, I'm just stating the facts here, and some people can't accept the facts. It's going to be an interesting next few weeks, and I'll be here ready with my popcorn in hand, watching it all unfold. To close off this video, I would like to thank Channing, who sent this photo from Bowring Park in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. I want to thank you for sending this over and sharing your part of Canada. Alright everyone, that's all I got for this video, and if you're still watching up to this point, I really do appreciate you watching to the end. If you found any value in anything I said, or you want to hear more from a Canadian and international point of view, without the US media bias, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button below. That way you'll be notified of my future videos. And don't forget to hit the bell icon and select all. Now if you want to see more of my videos, check out the ones that are going to show up on your screen shortly. Thanks everyone, I'll catch you in the next one.